Hi Libra, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out other placements for additional messages, as this is a general reading. Messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I could be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles. If this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you'd like, you can keep this in your back pocket or come back at a later time. We're going to see what messages need to come through for you guys for this upcoming week. See what you guys could be currently dealing with or what you can expect. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys are interested, you can check me out on Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, let's start off with some animal oracle messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any messages for Libra, please, for the month? Oh, not month. Sorry, I'm so used to the monthly readings. Oh my goodness. Any messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this upcoming week? What's going on for Libra? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week? What's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week? Okay, let's get into it. Deck doesn't want to shuffle anymore. Messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this upcoming week. What messages do my Libras need to know? We have the octopus coming out, water energy. Messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this upcoming week. And the turtle. Okay, so we got double water coming through. You guys might be feeling a lot more sensitive this week. Your emotions are coming at play, and there is the energy of you guys needing to know when to say no, or know when enough is enough, or knowing when to put your foot down, knowing when to set boundaries. With the octopus coming out, you may be juggling a lot. You might have a lot on your plate this week. You might be doing a lot of things, running a lot of errands, taking care of business, and just running around, okay? But there is a bit of overload, or there's just a lot on your mind, and it could get a bit overwhelming. I think for the most part, you guys are kind of keeping this under your shell, under wraps, like you're not really showing it. You're kind of keeping it inside. Like whatever is going on, it's in your mind, and people around you can't really read that. Now that's going, you guys, I can't speak. This has kind of been a message that's been coming through for you guys for a lot the last few months, really. It's like you guys could be going through something. Doesn't matter how big or small, whether it's some sort of emotional thing that you're dealing with, or maybe you're just feeling really stressed out. And that's the thing, it's like you are aware of it, but those around you aren't, because you're not showing it, you're not expressing it, you're kind of just keeping it to yourself. And that's kind of been a consistent message that's been going on for you guys for the past few months. And I'm kind of getting that energy again. It's like the octopus and the turtle. You have a lot on your mind, you're juggling a lot, you may have a lot of responsibilities, and things might be a little overwhelming. Maybe not even a little, a lot. Ooh, yeah. And I think it's important for you guys to balance things out this week, or knowing when enough is enough, knowing when to say no, not always saying yes, 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 person, pick me, like knowing that it's okay to say no. It's okay to set boundaries. And sometimes you really gotta. It doesn't matter what kind of person it is in your life, whether they're your partner or a sibling or your best friend. Sometimes you have to set boundaries. Sometimes you need to, stop someone from downloading on you. You come home from work after a long day, and then someone's just ranting to you about something, and you're just not in the right mentality, the right mindset. You're already maybe feeling kind of down or in a heavy energy, and it's too much. So sometimes you just gotta say, I'm not in the right energy for this, or please don't come to me for this, or just like, sometimes you gotta set boundaries. All right, I kind of feel like it's time for you guys to retreat. Go hide in your shell. Like I got the imagery of like a turtle, but like tucked in, the legs tucked into the shell, the head tucked into the shell. It's time to just like go into hermit mode. Some of you may have Virgo in your chart, just throwing it out there, but it's like I think some of you are just needing to retreat, needing to hide, needing to just rest. I think you guys have been overworked to the point of exhaustion or emotional exhaustion. Maybe there's a lot of emotional things coming up, as we do have a lot of retrograde energy. We have Pluto retrograding for the next 6 months in the sign of Capricorn, which is your fellow cardinal sister sign, right? So us cardinal signs, we're gonna be feeling it, or cardinal placements are gonna be feeling it, or the impacts of it. which is going to be very transformative of 6 months, making us look at our shadow sides, our inner woundings, and things like that. And then we have Mercury retrograde coming up at the end of the month. We're already in the pre-shadow effect, so we're going to be kind of already feeling it. With the turtle coming out here, this is the energy of someone who's very creative, very expressive. This is the energy of someone who's gone through a lot of experiences, but they keep them in their back pocket for later use. So basically, the experiences that you've gone through, it's time to apply the wisdom that you gained to these current situations and future ones that come your way. Needing to apply that wisdom, right? Show what you know. Some of you have been overloading way too much. You've been taking on too much. You've been saying yes, 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 doing all these different things that, and you know you probably shouldn't, or you know you should take a break. So apply that knowledge, apply that wisdom, apply what you've gone through, because you guys really need it, okay? The turtle is also the energy of someone who's a writer or a teacher or someone who helps others out with their experiences, right? Like I'm saying, some of you are very helpful, some of you are very healing, some of you are very nurturing, you give a lot, you have a lot of advice, people come to you when they need help or when they need that supportive friend or things like that, and that's great that you are that type of person. It's the most wholesome thing. There's not many people out there like that that will be there and, you know, be that solid support, that friend. But if you're not in the right energy, if your cup is empty, if your energy is drained, how the hell are you going to help anyone else? You can't even help yourself. And so some of you are needing to really take care of yourself and put yourself as the first priority this week. Moving forward, you guys are needing to rest, you guys are needing to recharge, you guys are needing to retreat, okay? What was I saying? You know, you guys are very healing, right? And you have a lot of experience in your back pocket to help others out and to give your advice and your input and insight, and it's fantastic. But at the same time, it can easily be taken advantage of if we're not careful of who or what we give our energy towards, because there's a lot of people in this world that will easily take it for granted and walk all over and come and go when they need you the most. But then when you need them, are they there for you? Are they supportive for you? Are they like a true ally? Are they a true friend? Are they a true partner? When it's completely one-sided, you gotta ask yourself that. Sometimes you gotta readjust the connections in your life or reset some boundaries if you feel like certain connections are unbalanced or one-sided. And my dog is snoring in the background, so I apologize if you hear that. It's a little distracting. I literally lost my train of thought. I had something I was gonna say and it's gone, so I guess it's just not meant to be said. But yeah, set boundaries, take time out for you, take some time to rest. I think you really need it. Move at a nice slow and steady pace, right? The turtle, slow and steady, wins the race. Just move nice and slowly. Take breaks when you need to. You guys have been working. It's like, okay, just rest. You're good. Restore that energy so that you can come back from a stronger place, right? You can resume whatever it is that you've been working on, whatever it is that you've been doing or helping out on from a new, fresh mind, right? Because, you know, when you're exhausted, you ain't giving your best efforts. That's a fact. All right, so lots of water energy coming through. It's like as if you guys could be feeling your way through a situation, or it's like you're needing to kind of just go with the flow or just like trust the waves. Like, you know, some days you're going to be up, some days you're going to be down, some days you're going to be up, some days you're going to be down, right? There's going to be waves, right? And even certain emotions that come up this week, this month, moving forward, may come up in like waves. We'll see what this is tying into. Let's pull some tarot messages and see what's going on for this week. For Libra, Summonizing Venus. Any messages for Libra, Summonizing Venus for this week? Insight, wisdom, guidance for Libra, Summonizing Venus. Any messages for Libra, Summonizing Venus for this week? What's going on for my Libras? Libra, Summonizing Venus. Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Libra? Summonizing Venus. One more shuffle. Okay. What do we got here? We have the Ace of Swords, okay? New mindset, breakthrough, clarity, sometimes communication. Let's see what else needs to come out before I speak on this. Messages for Libra, Summonizing Venus for this week. Any messages for Libra, Sun, Rising, Venus? Okay, 5 of Pentacles as well as the 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, this is actually kind of similar to Gemini's energy. I was saying to them, if you've been kind of struggling financially or feeling kind of stuck or stagnant, or you've just been feeling, you know, unmotivated or kind of struggling, needing to make some adjustments so that you're able to, again, come from a place of power and feeling at strength, feeling in control. And sometimes you got to cut some things out of your life that have been holding you back, that have been tearing you down, that have been keeping you stuck, needing to perhaps walk away from some things. And holy shit, my dog is snoring. She is so tired, y'all. This warm weather, it's kicking her ass. She's so active with it being super nice out and going on walks, and you know, it's not freezing cold, so she's like super tired, but she gets really good sleep down here, and like I think my voice really calms her. But she's like twitching. I'm so sorry, it's so distracting. Messages for Libra, Sun, Rising, Venus for this week. Any messages for Libra? Thank you. 3 of Cups. Okay, cool. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. Ooh, 3 of Swords and the King of Cups. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think you have to be a little selfish. Nothing's wrong with being a little selfish. You're not gonna be some self-centered asshole and self-absorbed and inconsiderate of other people's feelings. That's not the case. I think it's important for you guys to really put yourself first. Filling your cup up first, drinking that, and whatever is left that you don't want, you can share with the rest of your world, your friends, family, partner, right? What's this 3 of Swords about? Also the 3 of Cups. So we got 2 3s out here. The 6 of Pentacles. Some of you are waiting on like justice to be served after some sort of heartbreak or hurt or betrayal. Perhaps this is something that you walked away from. Some of you have recently walked away from a connection, friendship, partner, right? Maybe some of you found out there could have been a third party situation. Could have, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you were cheated on, right? Some of you may resonate with that message. It's not going to apply for everybody. So of course, if the shoe doesn't fit, the shoe doesn't fit. I'm just saying, some of you have recently walked away from a connection that just caused a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, a lot of hurt. There could have been some shit that went down in the past. Maybe someone had ill intentions. Anyways, with that 6 of Pentacles coming out, for me personally, this is like, you know, mini justice energy. There's a clock in here. It's something about like the timing, or it's only a matter of time before whatever that's went down in the past that hurt you will be dealt with, or like there will be justice involved. I don't know. We're gonna look into a little bit of this, because I'm kind of like, what's that? We'll hold that thought, okay? Like I said, you definitely need to take care of yourself and put yourself as the first priority. King of Cups. You have a lot of love to give. You have a huge heart, right? You wear your heart on your sleeve. But like I said, it can easily be taken advantage if we're not careful of who we allow in, who we give our energy to. If we are blindsided, we make excuses for people. They're like this because of how they were raised, or because of this, or like we don't want to enable that behavior, right? Otherwise, we're just telling people how to treat us, right? Someone treats you like shit, hurts you, betrays you, or treats you like shit, like garbage, and you let them come back in, and again, and again, and again. What are you telling them? That they can treat you like that and get away with it and return it back into your life, and that you will put up with their shit. Yeah, I'm just saying, okay, that's like an example. We'll see what this might talk about. Some of you could be leaving behind certain connections. Now, when this 3 of Cups did come out, it did fall on top of the Ace of Swords. And like I said, you guys could be leaving certain things, certain people behind. And the fact that this fell on top of the Ace of Swords, 3 of Cups with the Ace of Swords, some of you could be getting clarity or some sort of truth about the connections in your life, friendships, people in your family or in your relationships, whatever kind of relationships, right? It doesn't always have to be romantic, it could be platonic, but some of you could be getting some sort of answer or clarity on the people around you. Maybe their intentions aren't the most purest, or maybe they've been up to some sneaky shit behind your back. If you know, you know. But if that's the case and you walk away from this, or you set those boundaries, I think a lot of you, majority of you, probably will walk away, because why would you stick around if they've been doing this to you? Right? Know your worth, Libra. That's all I'm going to say. You do you. You have your free will. But if you know, and you've been hurt by someone, giving chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, when are you going to learn? Turtle, when are you going to apply those experiences that you've gone through, that wisdom, that knowledge? When are you going to apply that? Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a cycle, repeating. I don't think you want that. So with that Ace of Swords, I do think that you guys are having some sort of breakthrough, a new perspective, a new way of seeing things. And when you finally choose enough is enough, putting your foot down, walking away, or leaving something behind, that is actually where you're going to grow the most and see the most rewards for all your hard work. Like, as soon as you leave behind the crap, that's where you're going to grow and flourish. Because it's like, think of it like a garden, right? You plant your plant, whatever it is that you're trying to grow, but then you got all these weeds taking over the garden, taking over. It can't get as much sunlight. It's taking away the nutrients in the soil, the water, all that thing. It's eating away at what could grow into something great. You got to take out all those weeds. You got to weed the garden. And then that plant that you planted can grow like double, triple, quadruple the size of what it originally was, because it has the space for it, because there's less BS around it taking up and, draining you and, acting as distractions and adding burdens onto you when you already have your own things to deal with. And some of you are just saying, you know what, enough is enough. Okay? If you're not resonating with that, some of you could be leaving behind certain jobs. Like, you're leaving behind something. That's a fact. The Five of Pentacles, he's literally walking away. So for whatever group I'm picking up on, you're leaving behind something in your life. Okay? Maybe if you've just been struggling financially, it's looking like you're going to be seeing an increase in your finances, or you're going to have some sort of breakthrough to success. And then you will be celebrating all of your hard work and going out and having some drinks and just overall having a good time. I do want to look into this Three of Swords. Okay, we're doing good on time, so we got a little bit of time to clarify. Look, the world tried to flip right out. The world tried to come out. Ending of the cycle, like I said, some of you have been repeating a cycle, allowing people to treat you a certain way for too long. Anyways, can you just tell me about this Three of Swords for Libra? What's this about? Three of Swords for Libra, summonizing Venus for this upcoming week or whenever Libra comes across this. Three of Swords for Libra, summonizing Venus. I'm just going to move this card right here. Tell me the Three of Swords for Libra, summonizing Venus for this week. Page of Cups. Tell me the Three of Swords for Libra, summonizing Venus. Nine of Swords. And Temperance, yeah. Chariot. Four of Swords. Page of Swords. Yeah, you guys need to retract your energy. Honestly, I think you've just been giving too much of yourself to everyone, but then I'm kind of getting the energy of it's one-sided or unrequited a little bit. So here's the thing. There could be people in your life, maybe they're not, like, betraying you and doing all these crazy things and stabbing you in the back, but I'm just kind of getting this insincere, not so genuine, not very considerate of how you feel. It's like you might attract a lot of people, or you may have a lot of people in your life currently that come and go and only come to you when they need something or want something from you or when it's convenient, and then once you give them what they want, then they're gone, right? I'm kind of getting that energy. It's like the Page of Cups in this deck. This is just like half-assed energy. Like, it's just not sincere. Notice how the cup, is it a cup? It's a spoon. It has holes in it. So it's like little breadcrumbs, little sprinkles of water. Here you go. Here you go. When it's convenient, right? And so some of you are like, are my actions of walking away or setting boundaries, is it justified, or am I just overreacting, right? And so you're in your head, you're like, am I just overreacting? No, you're not. No, you're not. It's like you are there for everyone else and the energy isn't returned. How is that any fair? How is that fair at all? Some of you really are needing to set boundaries, or this is a big lesson for you to learn to set boundaries and know when enough is enough, right? So it's important for you to bring balance to a situation. Saggy energy with Temperance coming out. But some of you are really in your head. You're like, but maybe I'm not justified. Maybe this is like, maybe I'm just overreacting or looking too far into this, but you're not. You're not. Even when we look at Temperance, she's feeling a cup up, right? But it's almost as if whoever this is in your life, or could be multiple connections, I don't really get love from this. I'm getting just like friendships or people who just come and go. Not even friendships, more just like, you know, these people, you're not really close with them. Colleagues, you know, and it's just like they come to you when they want their cup filled, and then as soon as it's filled, they're like, okay, thanks, bye, and they're off, and you don't hear from them for weeks, months, and then all of a sudden they come knocking. Hey, Libra, can you fill up my cup again? My cup's empty. Okay, thanks, bestie, bye. You know, like, why would you want that in your life, right? You don't. That's the thing, you don't. So it's like, you gotta fill your own cup up first. So at the bottom of the deck, clarifying that 3 of Swords, like some of you just feel really hurt, like, oh, I've been giving my heart out, I've been giving my support, and like, I don't get that return, and it's just like, am I the problem? You starting to think, am I the problem? No. Anyways, we have the Chariot, 4 of Swords, and Page of Swords here, you know. Again, a bit of those energies, those like, you know, vampire energies of just sucking. They suck the life out of you and just add more on to this chaotic kind of energy of you guys feeling overwhelmed and feeling ungrounded, and people are taking advantage of that. And like I was saying, it's like you guys need to retract. You guys need to go hide in this little turtle shell for a moment and just take care of yourself, protect yourself, and don't let anybody disturb you. And that is literally what's going on here. The Chariot and 4 of Swords, like you guys are just running to your little private, quiet place, and you're gonna lock yourself in your little casket. Do not disturb me. I'm resting. I'm recharging. I'm taking care of myself. I don't have time for distractions. I gotta take care of myself first. Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of like take, but never give back energy in your life, and that's so unfair. It really is not fair at all. Okay, and so I think some of you might be getting a breakthrough or clarity or a new perspective. Maybe you never really looked at these connections in your life like this before until only recently, or something has like struck a nerve within you and you're like, wait a minute, this is so like unrequited or unbalanced, or I'm always extending myself but it's never returned back to me. And so maybe you decided, let me just take a step back, let me just kind of withdraw my energy and give a little bit less. And then you start to realize how unrequited things were. I always say this, like, obviously relationships in life aren't always going to be 50-50 exact every single day. Life gets in the way. We all got our own shit to deal with. I got my shit to deal with. You got yours to deal with. Like, you know, it's never always going to be exactly perfectly equal. But if it's always you extending, giving to the point where there's nothing left to give, and they just take until there's nothing left, and then they move on to the next person, and then they forget about you for a while, and then they come back to take more. That's not equal at all. That is very one-sided. I'm just saying. And so some of you might be just choosing to walk away from those kind of connections, which is very, like, it is justified. It is justified. Some of you are like, oh, but maybe I'm just overreacting, or maybe I'm just, no, you're not. You're not. And if anything, I feel like these types of connections in your life, and of course, these people who are doing this, they might not even being aware of doing it. It's just like unconscious behavior of their own patterns and lessons that they got to learn on their own. And sometimes we, right, it's a lesson that you got to learn. Okay, I got to set boundaries. I got to know when enough is enough. I got to know my own worth, my own value, right? That's a lesson you can learn from this. But it also helps them. You choosing to retract your energy. You choosing to set the boundaries. You choosing to say no or walk away. That helps them learn. Perhaps, right? Maybe they won't. Maybe they will. Some people will learn and be like, wait. And then they start reflecting on themselves and they start realizing, oh, maybe I haven't been the best friend, or maybe I haven't been super supportive. Or, you know, sometimes when we do things like that, when we set our boundaries, when we say no, right? It's a lesson we got to learn. We also help others learn their lessons, right? Sometimes our actions can help impact other people for them to learn their lesson. If not, that's okay. That's on them, right? That's their own journey. Don't take that on. But I'm kind of getting that energy, Libra. I can't lie. But anyways, like I'm saying, once you kind of let go of these types of connections that really have been kind of just holding you back, or keeping you stagnant, right? You've been extinguishing all these other fires that aren't even yours to begin with, and then it takes away from your own time and your own energy that you could be investing in yourself and your direction and your journey. Once you kind of get rid of those distractions, then you have more energy towards yourself and the things that do matter in your life. And then that will help you get towards your 10 of Pentacles. So, yeah, kind of intense, Libra, but it's okay. I mean, a lot of us go through similar things like this, and, you know, you're clearing up space so that better things can come in, right? So, I know sometimes bittersweet, but this is also going to be important for you guys to just take this as a lesson to learn to fill your cup up first. Let the overflow go into everybody else's, but you got to put yourself as the first priority, and be careful of who you give your energy to, and also be aware of how much of your energy you're giving to those, and if it's reciprocated. Okay? So I think it's just a lesson that needs to be learned here. And then once you learn it, you don't have to ever repeat it with that turtle energy, right? Using your wisdom, that knowledge that you've gained, turning it into wisdom. Okay? Wrapping it up with some Tikashi messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding this reading for this week. Any Tikashi messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week? Any Tikashi messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Any Tikashi messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week? We have emotions, fitting, right? Lots of emotions coming through. Messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week. Doing. Any messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this upcoming week? Tikashi messages for Libra. Thank you. Okay, you guys get an extra. We have compassion and caring, right? You are super compassionate, super caring, but not everybody is. Okay, so emotions. Feel your emotions and let them go. Do not harbor bad feelings from the past. Are you falling into the same holes time and time again? It may be time to look for the triggers that create negative feelings and do something about it. Is there an issue that you're too emotional about? Take a step back, breathe, and give yourself some space. Love all of your feelings, not just the ones you judge to be good, right? So some of you might be just kind of feeling a little bit blah from this. Like, it just, you know, it's kind of crappy. So definitely feel these emotions. Don't bottle it up. Don't suppress it. Don't ignore it. Face it. Deal with it. Because this is happening for a reason, so that you can break out of this cycle, okay? Because this is a cycle for some of you. This is like something that's been ongoing. Attracting like-minded people to feed into this cycle. It's like you can break it. It doesn't have to be like this. Doing. This means action. There is positive energy around. Make use of it. This is not the time to ask for others for your assistance. It is time to do something powerfully for yourself. Look at what you've been doing. Is it working for you? If there's something you've put off, do it now. Right? Okay. Compassion. Allow tenderness and kindness into your thoughts and actions, and soften your attitude to yourself and others. Feel how good it is to be kind to yourself. Lovingly allowing the journey of others, you can be there for them with understanding and support. Let go of sympathy and allow compassion. Allow the feminine energy of gentleness to enter your daily life. And caring. It is time to care for you. Lovingly take pleasure in your positive attributes. Do not deny your needs. Take care of yourself. Caring for others must be backed up by doing what's needed for yourself first, so that you're able to continue caring. Your guides are watching over you at this time. You are cared for and loved. So fitting with what I'm saying. You gotta put yourself first. Remember, it is not your job to save everyone. It is not your job to make others happy, unless you literally have like a child, right? Obviously, you gotta take care of them. But it is not your job to make others happy. Yes, it's great to have loving relationships. It's great to be there and supportive. But if you can't take care of yourself first, you can't take care of anybody. Just remember that, Libra. Sometimes you just gotta have a little reminder, like, okay, you know, I'm not a shitty person for putting myself first. No, you're not, okay? Ooh, Libra. So that is what I got for you guys for this weekly reading. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below, as well as leave a like, subscribe. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.